Thank you so much for your words of wisdom and constant support, sir. So we are here today to learn about the intimate partner violence. If you encounter a case of intimate partner violence, or you yourself are subjected to intimate partner violence, whom to report, where to report, knowledge about this is very crucial. And to sensitize us on this very important topic, we have our chief guest, Shri Muniraj IPS, sir, Senior Superintendent of Police, Ghaziabad. Many people wouldn't know him by his original name. Rather, they know him by the name Singham. Muniraj sir is a 2009 batch IPS officer and is originally from Tamil Nadu. He has served in different parts of Uttar Pradesh and is known to be a firebrand cop who works tirelessly for the welfare of common people. With this very short intro, I would like to welcome Muniraj sir. Over to you, sir. Sir, kindly unmute yourself, sir.
Sorry. Very good evening to each and everyone. It's a the eminent doctors of the Indian society. I would like to very thank to Indian Medical Association also. It's a very pleasure to talk to among you all. You also are part of the society, especially the violence against women. In this topic, especially the number 25, I also didn't know. Today, I have just known that today is the day of to eliminate the violence against women, number 25th, on remembrance of the social activists, the Dominican Republic, those two ladies, for remembering them, the United Nations is celebrating. Today only I also Googled that, I also known that, but we are working regularly to especially to help the domestic violence victims. It's my pleasure to talk among with you. It's a very great initiative for the Indian Medical Association for creating awareness among the public. Really, I'm very happy. It's my duty to create awareness to the public how to reduce the domestic violence. My topic is how to report and whom to report this one. Yeah, little bit I will talk. Yeah, as a police officer, I used to know the violence against women starts from womb to tomb. Each and every stage, our mothers, especially I can say the child as a girl, they are playing all the roles as a kid, as a mother, as a wife, as a parents, as a guardian, everything they are playing, but they are the victim of each and every stage. Before birth, as many as 5 million girls in India are aborted by sex-selective abortion. Even there before birth, they are victimized. Then as an infant, she may be one of the 10,000 children in India who are murdered by female infanticide every year. In girlhood, she may suffer physical, sexual, psychological abuse or at the hands of her elders. In adolescence, she is married and pregnant before she is physically and emotionally ready. As a wife, it is likely that she is battered at home. In UNICEF review, 21 studies of violence in South Asia, over 70% of the women in India reported they were physically abused by their husbands. Outcast in widowhood, she is harassed, abused, and even murdered when her husband dies. Throughout her life, depression and suicide are two predictable outcomes for life endured under these conditions. Yeah, this is the status of our I can say the women condition in our India, especially our motherhood of India. We used to say always our nation, our state always will say motherhood. But the situation is they are the victim in our society. But in the namesake, we are always praising, we are recognizing, just we will say everything in the name of mother. But they are the victims. So this is a great initiative of IMA. It will be very helpful for even for police officers also. I am expressing day-to-day activities daily. For example, I used to listen grievances, public grievances daily 4 hours, in which every second application is always the domestic violence cases only. The statistics facts, as per according to National Crime Record Bureau, total 45,485 cases of crime against women were registered, in which 7.8% registered last year, 2018. Every year, around 45,000. Every year, there is increasing of the violence. around 7 to 10% against women is every year registering. The majority of cases registered under cruelty by husband and his relatives. The majority is 30% of the cases are related by husband and his relatives, followed by assault on women with intent to outrage or modesty, around 20%, and kidnapping and abduction of women, 20%. Then rape, around 7%, 7 to 8%. 40% of women reporting physically violence. 50% experience violence during pregnancy also. You see the condition of our Indian women in our society. Every 5 hours, somewhere in India, a young married woman is being burnt alive, beaten to death, or forced to commit suicide. At least 40% of the married women aged below 50 years have experienced domestic violence in some points in their lives. You see that 40%. This is a very large data. It's represented reported cases. It's as per our National Crime Record Bureau. So it's a major concern for our society. For recognizing the domestic violence, the initial legal remedies during 1980s that we used to listen in our radios and newspapers. Every newspaper we used to read the stove burning, stove blast case or gas blast, like the stove burning, like the cases. That time only the act has been introduced in the Dowry Prohibition Act. It came. Then later in IPC also they introduced 498A for Dowry Prohibition section also. 498 case against these two sections. Then 304B in IPC also, the dowry death case. These sections were introduced during 1980s. That time it was rampant, especially for against the domestic violence. In later 2005, exclusively domestic violence, especially for the remedial part, was not covered in that act. Only just they are given only punishments. So later 2005 only, exclusively the 2005, the Domestic Violence Act was introduced in our parliament. Later in that, the wide coverage was given. In that Domestic Violence Act, they have given the procedures, how to report or whom to report, then what are the remedies are present in that Domestic Violence Act. I think in this panel, I think they will discuss about the Domestic Violence Act procedures and everything. Later they will do. Then I will discuss only regarding how you can use as a Domestic Violence Act as in this to get help for the domestic violence victims. Normally, domestic violence cases, the procedure for filing a domestic violence complaint, you can directly give complaint through police station. Those who are victims, they can directly go to the police station. There in each state has different modus operandi. In UP, we are having women help desk. They will listen the complaint the stories, then they will register FIR directly. Otherwise, they can, as per the provisions of Domestic Violence Act, each and every area, a protection officer in this district, every district, they are having the protection officer. They will assist to registering complaint. If the victim is interested to register FIR, he wants help, she wants help, she can get help from the protection officer. It has been covered in the Domestic Violence Act, Section 4. The protection officer has a major role in the Domestic Violence Act. They are the helping. Protection officer is the first point to conduct domestic violence cases. They will assist, even they will go for police officer also, police station also, they will register FIR, then they will go to medical officer also to get the medical help, then even legal aids also. In this act, judiciary, medical department and police department, both all the three departments coordinately help. They can help for the domestic violence, the victims. In this act, especially in this act, the earlier, if the victim is giving complaint, then she has to leave the husband house or his partner's house, then she has to go for maternal home. But in domestic violence, the salient feature of this Domestic Violence Act is if she can fight her right from her partner's house itself. then police has to give protection, then medical authorities can give medical help, as well as the legal authorities can give the free legal aid also. It's all are covered in this act. Then the protection officers as well as the protection officers are also the some service providers. The local NGOs, the protection officers are recognized as local NGOs. They can give service. They are recognized one. They will assist each and every stage. They will go to medical department to get her medical facilities, then court to provide a legal assistance, everything. The NGOs are working there each and every district. The protection officer, NGOs, then police officers will provide a help. Then nowadays, in our India, the National Women Commission is there. If you want to give a registered complaint, then through National Commission for Women as a portal is there. In the portal directly you can register a complaint through email, through emergency helpline, National Commission helpline number 01126944805. Or in your local authority, we nowadays having lot of domestic violence helplines. Police 100. Nowadays, the common helpline is the emergency number, national emergency number in our India is 1112 is there. Then women helpline numbers also is there, 1811091. If any victims, they are immediate need, they can directly call these numbers. They can easily get help. The domestic violence nowadays, even the National Commission for Women have WhatsApp number also. They can directly contact these numbers to launch a complaint into against their partners. There are any problems they can do. These are the provisions in our Indian society is there. These are the provisions in our police present system is that the Domestic Violence Act, especially nowadays we are facing the victims always misguided by the locals. Always in our society is that just you go for compromise. You don't speak out. These are the problems are there. So for that we should regularly encourage these type of seminars to create awareness among the public as well as the women forums also we should encourage actively. It will help for them. Even for domestic violence cases, nowadays, first initial stage, the stage by stage, I can explain. The initial stages, the small issues may rise. That time, everybody will request for parents. Parents, they will say, just you go and just compromise with your partner. Like that, they will initiate. For example, the Shraddha case, the latest, the burning point, our latest last 10 days, we are seeing the Shraddha case also. If you might be read in the newspapers, 2 years before she complained to the police station. She was traumatized that time also, but she didn't stay back in there, either through intimidation or through some threatening. She was compelled to live with him. So for next 2 years, after that, the last week, what she got, finally, she was killed by that brutal murder has happened. So this is the problem for our Indian society presently. Nobody is willing to speak out. They always will try to silence. If you want to stop violence, you should break your silence. I can say all the our co-partners, you can say, all our co-partners, I could say always, if you want to stop the violence, you should break your silence. That is the important thing. So this is the way to reduce the domestic violence. We should speak out openly. It's a very important thing. So once again, I would like to thank each and everyone in the panelists. I hope it will be very helpful for you that if anything you can want to ask me, later you can ask. Thank you. Once again, thanks to Dr. Karthikeyan as well as IMA.
Thank you, sir.